If one day you opened your eyes and realized the world was still there, the sky still blue, the sun still rising, the buildings standing silently in the morning light, but one thing had completely disappeared. People, no sound of cars, no hurried footsteps, no voices calling your name. Your phone lay still on the table, no notifications, no messages, not a single sign that anyone else was still out there. You stepped outside. The familiar street stretched out before you, terrifyingly empty. Shops still had their lights on. Cafes still held half-finished cups, as if someone had just stepped away and never returned. The wind carried scraps of paper across the road. You called out loud. No one answered. Only the echo of your own voice came back to you. That was when your heart began to race. You ran. You opened door after door, switched on lights, knocked, climbed to the highest floors of apartment buildings. Not a single person, not a single sign of life. This city, this entire world was left with only you. You stood still, unsure whether to feel afraid or strangely relieved. A strange feeling washed over you, like losing something important before realizing it was gone. Everything still worked. The air was still there. And then a thought crept quietly into your mind. If no one else is left, then I can do anything. No rules, no pressure, no judging eyes, no expectations. For the first time, the world felt completely open. You smiled, but only for a moment. The smile froze when you realized there was no one to see it, no one to hear your voice, no one to remember you existed except yourself. And for the first time in your life, you asked a question you had never dared to ask before. If this entire world were left with only me, then who am I? In the first days, you felt light. No alarms, no schedules. You woke when your body wanted to. You wandered through the city without knowing or caring what day it was. No one watched. No one judged. For the first time, you no longer had to explain your existence. You entered places once meant for others. Now everything belonged to you. But freedom did not last. When there was no one left to talk to, you began talking to yourself. At first, random thoughts, then questions, then long conversations. At night, the city glowed quietly. No laughter, no arguments, only your breathing remaining. You realized silence is not the absence of sound, but the absence of someone who listens. You began to miss people, not big moments, not deep conversations, but the smallest things. Someone calling your name, meaningless arguments, waiting for others. The things that once exhausted you now made your heart ache. Sitting alone in a familiar cafe, you understood a painful truth. We only recognize the value of people when they are gone. One day, standing in front of a mirror, you asked yourself, if no one is there to witness it, do my efforts still matter? Without people, achievements felt empty, victories meaningless. You understood then, we do not live merely to exist. We live to be connected. No one is strong enough to carry the world alone. After reaching the deepest loneliness, you finally understood the most precious thing in life is not freedom, but connection. Someone to return to. A voice calling your name. If you are watching this now, among millions of others, then you are not alone. And perhaps your presence here is already a quiet reminder that connection still exists. Before you leave, thank you for staying until the very end. If this story quietly touched something inside you, you can leave a like as a gentle sign that this moment mattered. If you would like to continue walking alongside stories like this, consider subscribing not for the algorithm, but so you always know where to return when you need calm. And if you feel like sharing, leave a comment below. Until we meet again, take care and remember, you are not alone.